Hey guys, welcome to Taryn Hill. Welcome to the place where we Taryn Hill our way to self-love and unity consciousness. Luck up in this you feel me? I hope all is well with you. Welcome to your weekly reading. Let's get started. I come to you humbly, God, thanking you for your divine guidance, providing messages of divine light, divine love in accordance with the divine will. What is it that we need to know? Thank you so much. What do we need to know? Oh my gosh, this keeps coming out. This is just going to keep coming out, okay? This is confirmation that everything is coming together. That is just that confirmation that just keeps coming out here. This perfect temperature. I keep saying this perfect temperature. Now, what's interesting about this is that this morning I had a download for myself that yes, there's certain things that need to happen to create perfect alignment for future things, but also what I was told was there are certain things that I've experienced in the past that create a perfect temperature, even though they were not the best energies or not the best experiences, but it created me to be who I am today, right? This level of resourcefulness, because this is what was coming for me. Like the reason why I've gotten to a certain place where I'm at now, and I'm seeing how it plays out in my life. It was birthed from oh gosh, why is it starting off so deep? It's birthed from childhood pain, childhood traumas, ways that I had to survive that. And it instead of becoming, well, it did become a shadow, but as I began my healing journey, it became a source of my strength. And it's allowed me to use this in so many different ways outside of, just in my everyday life, I realized. So that was a download that came through here, and I really love this idea. I love this message. So maybe this is something for you guys. If you had some tumultuous experiences and you've come out of it and you've grown out of it, there's a need for you to pat yourself on the back. For the people who have healed from it, right? Because you can allow it to destroy you, or you can allow it to be your source of strength. So that's the message that's coming through here. Okay. How does it become a source of your strength? Clean out the parts of your past that create negative attitudes. Take what you need to take from your past experiences. The things that need to be purified, it needs to be purified. The things that you need to purge from these things would be the bitterness and resentment from the past. You don't need that. That's not helpful. What you need to pull from it are the gems. What have you learned from that? What's the wisdom that you gained from that, from those experiences? Pull the gems and then drop all the rest. Okay? How do you do that? You set the intention for your healing. And you no longer let the past be your narrative, okay? The victim mentality, that whole sob story, you don't let that be your narrative. All right, awesome. Well, this is how we're starting the reading. All right, well, let's get into it. What do we need to know overall? As I've done last week, the separate zodiac readings will be recorded separately, okay, and it's short, but this will just be a general reading. All right. Oh, okay, what's going on? Wow, we have the Temperance card coming out with the Emperor in reverse, and the Fool card. All right, I'm going to clarify this Emperor in reverse, but we know the Temperance card. The Temperance card is about understanding the divine timing, going along with the flow, all that, okay? The Emperor in reverse can be an energy of being controlling, which is the opposite of going with the flow. Let's look more into that Emperor. The Magician peeked out just now. Okay. There's a moment of surrender that needs to happen where you get to this point, especially if you're on your healing journey, your spiritual journey, where you realize, okay, I can't do it on my own, right? And you realize the power of spirit and you realize the power of collaborating with spirit, and how spirit magnifies and amplifies, maximizes every action that you take as a human once you work alongside them. That is being a magician. All right? Using those tools, using the power of spirit, and injecting that power into everything that you do. When you eat food, when you drink water, you can bless that water. It's just putting intentions. Bless the water, bless the food, right? That's praying over food. When you take a shower, just everything can be, you can inject intentions into everything using, and that's just you naturally using the power of spirit. All right? Try to practice that this week, okay? When you remember. And see how it affects you. See if it works for you. All right? Everyone has their own method of being a magician. Some people, it can be, praying while they're making their food, right? Setting their intentions while they're in the joy of cooking. Some of them can be setting affirmations while in the joy of orgasming, right? Some, it can be while you're drinking water and you're just really allowing the flow and you're feeling that. You're taking a shower and you're just enjoying the shower while saying your affirmations or praying. Some, it could be taking a walk. Some, it could be dancing. Some, it could be singing. Some, whatever it is, okay? Find something, whatever it is that you like to do that creates this aura of enjoyment and pleasure for yourself. Try to inject spirituality into that by doing it with intentions. A practice that I like to do when I'm taking walks, before I start my walk, I say, my intention for this walk is so and so and so and so. Whether it's clarity for a question I may have, or if I want to get a creative idea, or if it's just to ground myself, okay? Start setting intentions. Be more intentional in your everyday life, okay? So that's a game changer. If this bug comes around, I swear, to everything I love. All right. All right, what's going on? So we have the Four of Wands coming through. Oh. And a Strength card coming through. I told you about that cornbread fed tiger fly that likes to fly around. It's here. All right, so we have the Four of Wands coming through with that Strength card. In reverse, both in reverse here. This is about flipping your empowerment, being more empowered by way of being a magician here. I'm going to pull out the rest of the cards and see what the full story is. Okay. I just got a download about what that tiger fly is for me. Randomly. All right. All right. So we have this, yeah. Okay, so moving like this is a game changer, right? And it is going to be a process. Setting intentions and everything that you do, that is just going to be a lifestyle change, should you choose it, right? It is a different way of living. And because you're trying something brand new, you will see different results. That's just how it goes. Do the same thing, you get the same results. Change the method, you get different results, okay? So results are going to happen by way of you setting intentions. Now, what are the results that you want to see? That's based on your intentions, okay? But overall, I do feel like there's a lesson to be learned here. And I feel like the biggest point that's coming through here is this is how you flip the game for yourself. If you feel like you've been stagnant, if you feel like you haven't been seeing things work out the way you wanted it to, or you just feel lost, you don't have to feel lost, one. You don't have to wait for things to come in, two. All right? You don't have to wait for any inspiration to fall into your lap. Set the intentions. And that's how you start triggering inspiration. If you don't ask, intentions are set, or setting intentions is the way of asking or praying, whatever, however you want to look at it. It's asking the universe for something. You can't, right now the universe don't know what to give some of you guys because you're not asking for it, or you don't know what you want, and you're sending out mixed signals, right? Whatever your favorite beverage is, let's say you have tea in the morning, lemon water, coffee, regular water, try to set this intention every morning. Just choose one. This week, just choose one simple intention, okay? And just make that a practice every morning. It doesn't even have to take that long, right? You're just sitting there drinking your coffee. I set the intention for this coffee. I set the intention for this experience right now to have an amazing day today. That's simple. Okay, let's start small, but let's start flexing that magician muscle, okay, and making that an everyday practice in your life. And when you do that, it will start to expand, and then the bigger asks will seem less daunting. All right, cool. This is the answer to closing a chapter for a lot of you guys with the Ten of Swords. All right. You have that Four of Swords coming out. This is that going into hermit, going into quiet time, setting intentions however you need to set intentions. Don't allow this to be disruptive in your life. Don't look at this like, okay, well, I need to do this first. I need to do that first to prepare my mind to be a magician and to manifest things. No, I think that's a trap. Right? It is a trap. If you're like, all right, well, I just got to make sure I got to go to the store and get a journal. I got to take care of all these bills. And then while you're paying the bills, set the intention with when you're paying the bills. That's what I'm saying. Every action that you do, when I pay bills, I'm like, I'm so thankful. I'm so thankful and grateful that I can pay these bills. I'm setting seeds of abundance as I pay these bills. Right? Set intentions for everything. You don't have to wait. Start now. All right? There's no prerequisite that needs to happen there for you to step into your power. So that's why the strength is coming out. Some of us are not tapping into our strength. All right now. I like this message. This is beautiful. You have the Two of Wands coming through. This is your inner influence, okay? There's some things that you want to plan. There's certain things that you want to do. Take time out. Just start small. Don't get overwhelmed. Whew, I'm sweating now. Don't get overwhelmed by the idea of knowing. I need to know exactly what I want and ask for it. Just ask for a great day. Let's just start there. In the mornings, I would do a little affirmation that is asking for just peace and love to just pave the way before I step into my day, right? Where I'm asking the universe, hey, let's clear this out. You move first in this day for me. Pave the way. So when I step into this day, everything is chill, you know? Start there. I don't know why I'm really being led to drive the point home about simplifying the idea of being a manifester. Okay. But anyway, some of you guys, you already know what you do want. And you're just like, well, I don't know how to do it. All right. So that's why this is coming about. This is pretty much how to be a magician. Awesome. Cool. All right, what's overall advice? Okay, hold on. You have that Six of Cups coming out in reverse. I want to look into that. Also, I want to say that the Page of Wands here is reinforcing the idea of baby steps. All right, Six of Cups. What's going on there? Death card coming out. Oh yeah, yeah. So the overall message of today for this week is taking baby steps into manifesting. Don't wait any longer. 2, you're gonna see how much of a game changer it is. And once you start seeing how it's happening with your baby steps, it's going to help you build your confidence to take bigger steps, okay? To have bigger requests, all right? Some of you guys, you might have been trying to manifest big things, but because your confidence didn't match that ask, it didn't match that level of a request, that's why it didn't come in. So start small. Start with things that are inconsequential, like having a good day, something very general. Start there, and that's going to help you build your confidence, so then you can ask for things more specific and it won't be any pushback in your mind. Some of you guys might have experienced that, where you try to ask for certain things, right? You ask for certain things, and then there's a part of you that's like a naysayer. You got this inner hater, okay? Virgo placements, holla. We know what that's looking like. All right, so you have this other side of you that's like, oh, that can't happen, you know. Going general will make it easier. Not saying that you won't have that naysayer, but it will be less resistance in comparison to asking for something that you really want. Okay, start small. Start with the training wheels, and then take the training wheels off. All right. Game changer. Cool. You have the Three of Swords coming through. Why's that Three of Swords there? And then we're done. Okay. Some of you guys, you're not doing it because it's a fear of disappointment. Some of you guys, like I mentioned, have already tried to manifest things and it hasn't played out the way you wanted it to. So it led to this disappointment that things don't work. So just circling back to what I said, some of you guys, it hasn't been working because your confidence isn't matching the magnitude or how you perceive the magnitude of this request. If you think, all requests are nothing to the universe, but if you put a level of importance on certain things, certain asks, then you're making it bigger, right? And if you think it's that big of a ask, and your confidence level isn't there where you feel like you can attract that, then you're not going to attract it. So there's a need to understand that, like, for example, money flows in. Money is just energy. If you pull back and realize that, and you're no longer looking at money like this big thing that you have to work hard for, right? And all that heaviness that comes around money. Once you release that and you start looking at it from a spiritual point of view, then you'll start to notice the money flowing in. Okay? I'm speaking from experience. Okay? All right. Yeah, I'll leave it here. And let's just pull overall advice. 9 of Swords. So yeah, it's this level of control, back to this Emperor in reverse, this level of control that's coming through. So let's say if you're asking for a certain amount of money, then you might be racking your brain. How do I get there? How do I do it? Which wasn't the best way to go about it. That was a controlling method. It's a method that does not include having faith. It's a method that doesn't include actually practicing acting with intention. This is a different way of moving. This is a different way of accepting our reality as humans. It's a totally different paradigm, okay? Like, if we're used to, okay, if common sense has been for humans, hey, we need to work hard to get what we want, right? And now a whole new reality is coming in that's telling us, you actually didn't have to go that hard. You actually have a cheat code, humans. And you guys just wasn't tapped into it. So we're giving you the cheat codes now. Hey, here's the law of the universe. Start using this instead. You'll see that this is way easier. Totally different game being played once you switch like that. But the biggest issue is switching and like releasing the old way of doing things as humans, right? It's the thought process that we have that was ingrained in us as a collective in general that needs to go. It's now outdated because we have a new updated way to human in the world. That's a lot. That's a lot. It's a lot. Um, but yeah, that's what's happening here overall. And that message did come through with the full moon in Capricorn reading, and I feel like this is like more of an abridged version of that. So if you're interested in this, then you might really appreciate the full moon in Capricorn reading. Go on and check it out. All right. But I'm gonna leave it here. All right. Thank you so much. It was a pleasure. Until we meet again. Peace.